Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating open source project called NexusLite. It's been quietly taking shape, and it's built around one single, massive question.
And this is it. Look, for decades, if you needed a simple, serverless, self-contained database for your app, SQL was the undisputed king. It's literally everywhere. But modern applications thrive on the flexibility of NoSQL. So what fills that gap? What's the go-to embedded database when your data doesn't fit neatly into rows and columns?
Well, this is where NexusLite steps up to the plate. The entire goal of this project is to be the answer to that question. It's a lightweight, embeddable, super efficient database engine, but it's built from the ground up for the world of NoSQL. You know, the kind of simple, powerful tool that developers can just drop right into their projects and get going.
So where did an idea like this even come from? Well, great ideas often stand on the shoulders of giants. To build something new and clever here, the creators looked at two of the biggest names in the database world and basically decided to take the best parts of both. It's a really smart hybrid approach.
And this slide really breaks down the project's DNA. From MongoDB, it gets its whole data model, that flexible, BSM-like document structure. This means you're not locked into rigid schemas. Then, from Redis, it borrows its secret sauce, that incredible speed. It uses a powerful in-memory cache with smart policies like time to live and least recently used, so it manages memory just brilliantly. It's the perfect marriage of flexible structure and raw speed. Okay, so how do you even start building something like this? Well, looking at the project roadmap, they took a very deliberate approach. The first 3 development sprints weren't about adding a ton of flashy features. Nope, it was all about building an absolutely rock-solid foundation.
The whole process was methodical, built layer by layer. First, they built the core engine itself, just the basic logic for how documents and collections would work. Then, they layered that super fast, Redis-inspired cache right on top. And finally, the most crucial third step, a write-ahead log, or WAL. This is the safety net that makes sure that even if the power cuts out, you don't lose your data. It's like a 3-layer cake of stability and performance.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We've got all these cool components, but how do they actually work together? Let's follow a piece of data on its journey as it enters the NexusLite system.
Every single write operation follows this really elegant 3-step path that's designed for both speed and safety. To kick things off, every piece of information hits that super fast in-memory cache first, which makes the whole operation feel almost instantaneous to the user. But right after that, that same operation is safely recorded in the write-ahead log, which is that crucial safety net against any kind of system failure. Only after it's been cached and logged is the data finally organized and stored on the disk as a document inside a collection. This whole flow gives you the best of both worlds. You get that in-memory speed with rock-solid, disk-based durability.
All right, so with that solid foundation in place, the project could shift gears. Now it was time to focus on building the features that developers actually interact with. The tools that make a database truly useful and powerful in the real world. This next phase, sprints 4 through 6, was all about the developer experience. They added tools to easily import and export data. They built a query engine so you can actually find the information you need, along with APIs so other applications can talk to the database. And to top it off, they built a command line interface for easy management and added strong, modern encryption to keep everything secure.
So what does all this feel like for a developer who's actually writing code? Well, the goal was absolute simplicity. You just create a database object, make a new collection, let's say users, and boom. You can immediately start adding, finding, and updating documents. No complex setup, no hoops to jump through. It's designed to just work.
But here's the thing. This project isn't just about what works today. The roadmap has a crystal clear vision for the future, and it's tackling some of the most advanced topics in technology to make sure NexusLite stays relevant for years and years to come.
And this is where it gets really, really exciting. The roadmap includes support for post-quantum cryptography. Yeah, that's preparing for a future where today's encryption might be broken by quantum computers. It also plans for vector map indexing, which is absolutely critical for modern AI applications. We're talking about major leaps forward here, not just minor tweaks, to address the next generation of computing challenges.
So, you kind of have to ask, right? With this smart blend of ideas from MongoDB and Redis, a super solid architecture, and a roadmap that's staring right at things like AI and post-quantum security, could this be what the future of simple, powerful, embedded databases looks like? It is a very exciting possibility to think about. Thanks for tuning in.